Getting snowy out there here on Wednesday, February the 5th. The 5th. Yeah, I'm doing laundry today, so. But it's on the dryer, so I've got an hour to wait. And while I wait my hour, I figured, oh, there goes a bird. I figured I would do another video real quick. There's a bird too. It's not a... I've been having blue jays. Oh, that is a blue... Is that a... No, that's not a blue jay. No? Where'd it go? But I've been having blue jays and cardinals out there. And cats having lunch. He's pecking at something. But anyway, y'all came for movies. Y'all came for movies. And y'all aren't going to believe this. But I am already done with my DVD/Blu-ray collection. We are already on to VHSs. That was all the comedy DVD/Blu-rays that I had. We're already on to my Blu-ray, or we're already on to my VHS section. And we're already through. I made a little mess of my front room. Well, more of a mess. Because I pulled all of these out, and I'm like, I found a couple in here, and a couple in there, and a couple in there. So there's our pile of movies. So I will be able to put all of that back when I'm done. Except for I didn't set up my my Doctor Who boxes so that I would have. These are what I use to place here, so that I have the right height to for when I sit down. And I have my phone on the back of the... Oh Lord, I'm still Pokemoning. I caught a mantine though, so. But you all came for movies, and you don't care, so let me... Professionalism. That's what you get when you come here. Remember? Professionalism. And minks, every once in a while. You get minks too. Am I filming her? There's her face. There is her face. Okay, now we're done with that, I guess. I don't know. Close. Go away. Go away. So that I can make our comedy movie video already onto VHSs. So this has, I've been referencing a few of these in the last few days. So this is our pile of movies right here. And let's just get started with the one I was trying to think of the other day. The Adam Sandler movie, Big Daddy. This is the one, 32-year-old Sonny Koufax. Adam Sandler has spent his whole life avoiding responsibility, but when his girlfriend dumps him for an older man, he's got to find a way to prove he's ready to grow up. In a desperate last-ditch effort, Sonny adopts 5-year-old Julian, the Sprouse brothers, to impress her. She's not impressed, and he can't return the kid. Uh-oh for Sonny. But, so, yeah. Once again, it's a very Adam Sandler movie where he plays an angry guy who yells a lot. At children, so that's fun. And then he tries to teach the kid, but I mean, it's kind of one of those things where it does have a little bit of heart to it as well, you know, because of course, you know, there's lessons to be learned and all of that, and there's also Scuba Steve. So, Scuba Steve. Excuse you. I think Minxie has the hiccups. So, you know, I was trying to think the other day of the other Adam Sandler movie, and this was it, and I own it, so... There we go. It's Adam Sandler, but it's worth a watch. I would say it's worth a watch. Now, what we have here is more of the spoof, farcical kind of blah, 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 blah. I apparently do not have these on DVD, but I have the Airplane movies on VHS. Airplane 1 and Airplane 2, The Squeakquel. The Squeakquel. So, these are those ones that are just... ridiculous hilarity, basically, you know, if you know what Leslie Nielsen movies are, or what Leslie Nielsen movies became, because he was actually a serious actor to begin with. I think most people know that, but yeah, then he started doing these like ridiculous. I don't know if he liked doing comedies more than he liked being the serious guy, or if that's just kind of how he was typecast, and he's like, well, you know, I'll just keep cashing these paychecks. I don't really know how Leslie Nielsen felt about becoming, you know, Hollywood's most ridiculous actor. Ridiculous yet well respected, of course, because it's Leslie motherfucking Nielsen. But yeah, these are just ridiculous, fun, ridiculous movies to enjoy and have fun with. So I have them on VHS, not DVD, like I have a lot of things. And from nonsense to nonsense, Rue McClanahan. I'm pretty sure this is the version she's in, right? Yes, Rue McClanahan stars. I think I believe I watched part of this on PBS or something. So I don't even know where I found this VHS, but I went ahead and bought it because it's like I kind of wanted to watch the rest of it. Winner of 4 Outer Critics Circle Awards, including Best Off-Broadway Musical. Emmy Award winner Rue McClanahan of The Golden Girls, no fucking shit, stars as Mother Superior in this production of the hilarious off-Broadway comedy Nonsense. And there's at least a Nonsense 2, I know, but I don't believe I have that one. Or at least I haven't found it yet. Join a live audience to watch the Little Sisters of Hoboken display their divine talents in a zany benefit review. In an effort to raise money for their fallen sisters, unfortunate victim of a Covenant cooking accident, Mother Superior and her order of eccentric and endearing nuns show the lighter side of being Catholic. This video of the long-running hit musical features scenes not included in the television broadcast, with riotous dance numbers, show-stopping songs, and side-splitting wit. You'll swear, pardon me, sister, nonsense was heaven sent. And, like, I know I saw part of this on TV somewhere, and I want to say it was PBS. I feel like PBS would be the only thing that would be showing something like this. So I bought it so I could watch it, and I'll let you guess if I have or not. And I may have already said. I didn't. That's a fair assumption, to assume that I have not seen a movie, because I usually haven't. I don't honestly know why I have this one. I don't know if I saw part of it and was interested in it. I don't really know. But I have 28 Days with Sandra Bullock. Another one of her ridiculous, funny movies, I guess. Perhaps even the best work Sandra Bullock has ever done. Gwen Cummings, Sandra Bullock, is a successful New York journalist and ultimate party girl, loves to have a good time. Trouble is, she never can tell when she's had enough. When she borrows her sister's wedding limo, Elizabeth Perkins, and plows it into someone's front porch, the wild life she shares with her boyfriend Jasper, Dominic West, comes to a screeching halt. She earns herself a DUI and a 28-day stretch in rehab. There she faces an unthinkable set of rules, no cell phones, and some strange rituals like chanting and gulp, sharing her feelings. Joining up with an eccentric group of fellow rehabbers led by the inimitable counselor inimitable? I don't know what that word is, but Counselor Cornell, Steve Buscemi, Gwen embarks on a touching and often hilarious road to recovery where she learns that life is not always a party and that real happiness comes from within. And down here it says, also don't miss The Net, starring Sandra Bullock. That's, where, somebody hacks her life and she loses. This one is not 28 Days Later. Or not 28 Days Later, that's a vampire, not vampire, it's a zombie movie. It's supposed to be really good, but I didn't like it. But whatever. Is that, I don't know. I thought that was, what's his name? Wash from Firefly. I can't think of his name. I don't know if that's him or not, but anyway. So I don't honestly know why I have this. Talking about rehab, it reminds me, maybe I saw part of it on cable, with one of my friends when I was a teenager or something, and I thought, well, that's an interesting movie, interesting enough. I honestly don't know. I don't know why I own this, but I do. So maybe it's good. Who knows? Not me. Okay, and this one, I feel like is, oh no, my thingies are falling over, Minxie moved, so I moved. I feel like this is a classic movie. Stay Tuned with John Ritter and Pam Dauber of Morgan Mindy fame. And Eugene Levy. He's in this as well. Because I feel like I heard of this movie before I owned it. A cross between Naked Gun and Saturday Night Live, couch potato Roy Nabel, John Ritter, has entered a new dimension in TV viewing on the other side of the screen. If he survives, he can return home. If not, like a show with no audience, he'll be canceled for good. The out-of-this-world satellite dish Roy just bought in a free trial offer has sucked him and his wife Helen, Pam Dauber, into a hilariously bizarre TV world. Helped by an otherworldly flunky, Eugene Levy, the Nabels zap through episodes of Dwayne's Underworld, HTV, Northern Overexposure, Driving Over Miss Daisy, Underworld Wrestling Foundation, the animated RoboCat, a sequence supervised by Chuck Jones, and dozens more, all programmed by a devilish exec, Jeffrey Jones, bent on zapping them into oblivion. So if you think there's nothing good on TV, stay tuned. It slyly satirizes TV programming in one of the most outrageous comedies ever, big screen or small. Bet your remote control on it. No. I talked about that one already. When I was talking about this movie, for some reason it made me think of Freaked. And I was like, did I talk about Freaked? Yes, I talked about Freaked already. I don't know why that reminded me of, I don't know. So anyway, I feel like this was some kind of classic movie before I got interested in whatever it was. But there again, how would I know? How would I know? Now it's not going to go back in the box. Good for me. I'm so good at life. So good at life. Okay, we'll fix that later. So yeah, stay tuned. Sounds like kind of, I've got 5 minutes of taping time. Why do you do this to me? Sounds like an interesting, oh shit. Boxes, son of a fucking, okay. Interesting enough movie, you know, and lots of different spoofs, kind of like UHF, you know, they spoof different TV shows and blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And I'm going to plug myself into the wall so that I don't die. That I don't die. Oof. If you'll give me a minute. I was trying to think of one of those, the coffee talk. They're like, something is neither, you know, I don't know. They always throw out something like, a hot dog is neither a hot nor a dog. Discuss. While they get verklempt. I was trying to come up with something like that. So I don't know. Freddy Got Fingered. I watched this. I think it was ridiculous and stupid. But it's Tom Green. There for a while, he was kind of fun to watch because he was so ridiculous. But, well, I watched this movie with Mom and maybe my sister. I can't remember. I watched it with other people, and I don't think they were having a good time. I don't know. I just remember it being kind of random and stupid and not. So I mean, I don't even know why I bought it. Maybe that's how I watched it. Was I bought it, and that's, I don't know, because you know, there, like I said, Tom Green was of interest to me there for a short period of time. But while the production brought in professional skateboarders to double for him, Tom Green, a talented skater, opted to perform his own brand of impressive skating tricks throughout the film. From amorous interludes with farm animals to scuba diving in a toilet, MTV star Tom Green blows away the boundaries of good taste in Freddy Got Fingered. Featuring some of the funniest scenes in memory, according to the Satellite Times, this truly outrageous comedy, brimming with inspired insanity, K-Max TV, is a movie you have to see to believe. Bonus footage includes a family-friendly PG-rated version of Freddy Got Fingered, but it's only 3 minutes long because of the fucking censors. They don't actually put the word fucking censored on the back, but they do say that. So that's kind of that's kind of interesting. I don't know what this movie's about. Like I said, I just kind of remember it being stupid. More stupid than funny. Not stupid enough to be funny, but I don't know. Once again, maybe I should give it a second chance and watch it with more mature eyes, though I don't think you have to watch anything Tom Green does with mature eyes. I don't feel like it really would do you any good whatsoever. Now we have Shallow Hal, which I know a lot of people were upset by because he's kind of a womanizer, and he has very, high standards, ridiculously high standards or whatever, and, no fat chicks, whatever. So basically that's what it is, because he's shallow, and he's Hal. He's Shallow Hal. And then somehow he gets a curse put on him or something, and Gwyneth Paltrow is also in this movie, as you can see from the front of the fucking box, and she is actually a very large woman, in reality, but this curse that gets put on him, he can't see that. He just sees her as this, hot woman. And so then he ends up kind of, becoming like, learning lessons. It's kind of like, it's not, what's on the outside that matters and blah, 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 that kind of yada, yada, yada. The huge of, movie learning. One of the year's best comedies, directed by the guys who brought you There's Something About Mary and Me, Myself, and Irene. This heavyweight hit comedy is heartwarming and hilarious, an unbeatable combination. Jack Black is Shallow Hal, a superficial skirt chaser who, after a mind-altering experience with a self-help guru, doesn't realize that his gorgeous girlfriend is actually a 300-pound not-so-hottie. Meanwhile, Hal's playboy pal, Mauricio? Jason Alexander is determined to break the spell before someone gets squashed. Packed with loads of laughs and tons of fun, it's the biggest love story ever told. So even on the back, it's kind of like she's sitting there. And so, there's a lot of fat jokes, and I understand that upset some people, with that. Was it the Nutty Professor? There's a lot, maybe not, maybe that wasn't like fat jokes in Nutty Professor, maybe that was other things. So yeah, she does wear a fat suit in some of this movie, but I seem to remember enjoying it, and it ended up having a good message in the end, about things. So I guess since it spoilers, it works out in some way, shape, or form, manner, or whatever. Excuse me. Now we move on to another Mel Brooks film. High Anxiety. I don't really recall this one very well. The master of comedy takes on the master of suspense. I think this was his one where he spoofed like Hitchcock movies. Ray Berwick, the same man who trained thousands of birds for Alfred Hitchcock's classic movie The Birds, one of the actual pictures Brooks is spoofing, also trained the zoo penguins who pursue and attack Mel in High Anxiety. See, I don't even remember him getting attacked by penguins. Did I watch this? I honestly can't say for sure if I watched this or not. Mel Brooks' renowned spoof of the most famous Hitchcockian classics, Vertigo, The Bird, Psycho, and Spellbound, is one of the most outrageous comedy classics. After a Harvard psychiatrist, Brooks takes over the Psychoneurotic Institute for the Very, Very Nervous. He realizes his predecessor died under suspicious circumstances. When events take a murderous turn, he is accused of the crime and left with a full-blown case of high anxiety. Madeline Kahn, Harvey Korman, and Cloris Leachman co-star in this hilarious parody. So, there again, it's Mel Brooks. You know what you're getting in for. It's a spoof. It's a, farcical kind of thing. But I honestly can't say for sure if I ever watched this one. So, I don't know. But it's a Mel Brooks film. So, there you go. All right, and the last movie that I have for you here, I found it. I found it. I was talking the other day about this film and confusing it for the film I had in my hands, but I found it. Silence of the Hams. Dom DeLuise, he's right here on the cover, Silence of the Hams. This is the one that I was thinking of with Jodie Foster. Hungry for a great comedy? You dig into the Silence of the Hams. More gags than a basement full of hostages, more stars than the Betty Ford clank, more laughs than a year's worth of sitcoms. It's the Silence of the Hams. Forget Airplane, Loaded Weapon, Hot Shots, and The Naked Gun. This spooftacular gagfest is funnier, hands down. Unlike the Academy Award-winning film, The Silence of the Lambs, that it parodies, this madcap misadventure follows rookie FBI agent Joe D. Foster, Billy Zane, and the maniacal Dr. Animal Cannibal Pizza, Dom DeLuise, to lunatic heights of comedic mayhem. Joining Zane and DeLuise in this super silliness is a Hollywood who's who, including Ezio Greggio, Joanna Pachula from Tombstone, Charlene Tilton from Dallas, Martin Balsam from Cape Fear, Stuart Pankin from Basic Instinct, John Austin from Addams Family, Phyllis Diller, Bubba Smith, Larry Storch, Rip Taylor, Academy Award winner Shelley Winters, plus a gaggle of surprise cameo appearances. If you want to see all your Hollywood favorites get twisted in hilarious new directions, you've come to the right box. A bus in the hallway. Remember, I said the bus in the hallway. Lawyers in a moat. Psycho killers in the shower. Interpretive dance in the office. What's it all got in common? Laughs. Pig out on a funny movie, The Silence of the Hams. So, it does exist. I swear, here it is. I wasn't lying. So yeah, what was the one the other day that I was watching that I was talking about that I thought was this one? I don't know. But so this is the movie that I was thinking of. It's a very good spoof. It's a very entertaining, farcical kind of, airplane-y, Mel Brooksy, spoofy kind of film. It's enjoyable. It has many moments. And if you have never heard of this one, if you've never seen it, if you've never picked it up, and you're a fan of the genre, definitely watch this. Definitely. You will not regret it. So I don't know how well known this movie is because I just happened to come across it. I don't even know, once again, how I came across it. I couldn't tell you. But I'm glad I did because it may be somewhat of a hidden gem. And I'm glad I found it because it is very enjoyable if you're, like I said, if you're a fan of the genre. So check it out. Silence of the Hams. All right. Well, that's all I got to do today, other than the rest of my laundry and putting away all of these VHS tapes. I cannot believe that I'm already onto my VHS tapes. I looked and I was like, are you serious? Apparently so. But I guess we are on, this is number 9, so we're almost in double digits, so I mean, I guess. But how many my frickin' horror movies, man? Like, I had so many frickin' horror movies. I just expected this to last longer, I guess. But, any boobs. Don't matter. Here we are. But that's today's gaggle of laughs. And, I almost burped. But I didn't. So, that moment was ruined. And I will see you for what I see now.